No, nejsme, jaký jsou tvoje hudební aktivity, jaký máš koníčky, co tě baví, takový ty normální lidský věci.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm full on Venom, but I mean, you know, I'm a fitness instructor as well, so you know, I like to go in the gym and keep fit, and you know, that's kind of like my life. You know, I mean, I have to be very fit to do Venom because it's fucking hard work. And running around on stage with the bass and singing and everything, I mean, it really fucks it, you know. So, you know, I stay fit. You know, I mean, I've qualified as a full-on fitness instructor, so you know, I use that to keep myself fit and watch what I'm eating and sort of make sure that I'm fucking all pumped up, you know, ready to rock.
Venom byli vždycky známí svobodným přístupem k metalu. Zajímáš se o politiku?
Yeah, but it's not really, you know, I don't use the band to express my opinions. I think entertainment should be entertainment, and you know, I don't like it if a politician picks up a guitar. You know, I don't think it's right. You know, so I think you need to keep those two worlds separate. You know, I mean, there's lots of things in the world that I disagree with, and you know, I think, you know, because when you become famous, you kind of on a soapbox, and people listen to what you've got to say, and I don't want to influence anybody else's decision because of my opinion. Because who the fuck am I? You know, I'm just some guy who sings in a band. So really, I mean, my opinion's just all about the music, really. I don't give political opinions. It's the best way.
Já tuším, že během své kariéry jste měli vždycky smlouvu na špatně fungující management. V současnosti se něco změnilo v té věci. Našel se někdo, kdo se o Venom důstojně postaral?
See, we've never went and sort of got like some manager who's been, you know, very successful at managing it. We've always just used the people around us. But you know, we've followed a career path unlike any other band. Because we are unlike any other band, so we can't, you know, like even like Metallica, you know, when they got in with their Peter Mensch management and everything, we can't work like that. Venom doesn't work like any other band. So really, it's not a case of like that we've had bad luck. It's that it's the choices that we've made. I mean, Venom didn't want to go out and just play fucking, you know, tiny little venues and this that, and the other. We wanted to do big like arenas so we could put on a full stage show. Well, that in itself creates problems because it means you can't play concerts every day. You know, you've got to play a concert and have maybe a day, 2 or 3 days off, but you know, you've still got to pay for all the equipment in all of those days off. So, you know, normal bands, they play as much as possible so that they can keep the money going for all the gigs, whereas we'll play, have 3 days off, and then we'll play. So where does the money come from for all that? So, you know, because of these sorts of situations, we don't have normal management. We use the people around us, so we can say, this is how Venom work, we do it like this, we do it like that, and we plough all the money into the gig and the show. So everybody gets paid, everything's sorted out, but it's not normal. You know, it's Venom's way, you know, because we do the music different, but we also do the career different as well. So, I mean, you know, the first manager, I mean, you know, we kept him, the same guy right the way up until after Calm Before the Storm. So, I mean, it's not like we have different managers all the time. It's just that we don't use experienced people. You know, we say to somebody, oh, I know what you could do. You could go and do this and sort out the tour, or, you know, sort out the coaches, or you could sort out the pyros, or, you know, we just allocate jobs to people, so it's much easier that way for us.
V minulosti vím, že Venom koncertovali zřídka, že jste se soustředili spíš na samostatné velké akce, dali se tomu všechny prachy strávali do show a teď po desce Metal Black, jestli se změní vaše strategie koncertování, jestli budete více přibližovat fanouškům tím, že budete jezdit všude, kam vás pozvou, anebo si opět budete vybírat jenom výjimeční velké akce.
Different places as well.
Yeah, we're going to do both really, because I mean, times have changed. When Venom first started, we always believed, you know, nobody wanted to see Venom unless it was the full show. But now we found out differently that, you know, even, you know, talking to some of my friends in Slipknot, you know, I mean, you've got the Disaster Pieces video, you've got fucking pyro everywhere, and then I see the guys on the Unholy Alliance tour with Slayer and they've got no show, you know, and he says that's the way it is now. He says, you know, if you can put on a show, great. He says, but you still need to get out there and play the venues where your fans are. Now, I mean, you know, thinking about that, I'm thinking, fucking hell, Venom have never been to Norway, we've never been to Sweden, we've never been to Spain, and even closer, we've never been to Scotland or Ireland, you know, right on our fucking doorstep in England. So now what we're going to do is we're going to sort of try and use both, you know. I mean, if we can go to a territory and even play like, you know, 1,000, 2,000 seater club and put on, you know, there'll still be drum risers, backdrops, lights and the whole fucking show. Just you know, because there isn't a bang at the beginning and a flame in the middle, it seems stupid not to play that gig. So, you know, not a lot of fans can always travel thousands of miles to come to a Venom concert. So I think now we're going to try and have two. We're going to have both. You know, where the big shows are concerned, let's put on all the pyro. And where the smaller shows are concerned, let's just put on a fucking great show.
Takže já jsem viděl v životě na té živě všechny své oblíbené kapely a Venom je tam moje nejoblíbenější a to jsem ještě zatím neměl tu možnost vidět a fanoušci v České republice taky ne. Se stát, že někdy Venom zavítá Český republiky.
Yeah, I think more so now, definitely. I mean, borders are all opening up. I mean, there's all new territories every day now. So, I mean, yeah, it is possible, definitely.
Super. Takže asi poslední otázku, pro nás čas bude pršet. Naplňuje pocit, že odkaz Venom ovlivnil dění na světové hudební scéně?
Oh, totally. I mean, you know, it's like how people measure success. I mean, you know, when Venom first started out, there was a lot of other bands. Like where I started out, Tigers of Pantang, Raven, blah, blah, and they all thought they were going to be like very, very famous. And, you know, it was like, oh, Venom are shit, you know, you'll not do shit, you know, you'll not make 2 albums, you know, and, you know, you never play concerts and you never do this. And, you know, everybody had this idea that Venom wouldn't last very long, but all these other bands would last a long time. You know, those bands now, they've all got day jobs, you know, and like 25 years later, I'm still making Venom records. So, you know, they were very wrong. And, you know, the amount of bands that have came out that said they were influenced by Venom and, you know, the whole fucking Norwegian scene and the scene in Florida that came out, you know, all the Deicides and Death and fucking, you know, I mean, it's worldwide now. I mean, it's, you know, I feel totally, you know, that I've had the greatest success, really. I mean, how many bands have came out and said that they were influenced by Iron Maiden or something? You know, they're a massive band, but, you know, they're not really influential, you know. So, you know, for me, heavy metal's, it's the devil's music. It's all about like hard rock, hard metal, you know. And, you know, now that so many bands come out saying Venom were influence means I was right. I mean, that was correct. I mean, I feel so like humbled by that, you know, that so many people have came out to want to follow the same trends as Venom and create all this new music because, you know, for me, you know, in the 70s, there wasn't very much music to listen to. Now, there's thousands of bands all over the world, you know, all with their fucking Venom t-shirts on, shouting fucking hell yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fucking, that is, if I died right now, I mean, I've had success. So, yeah, that's brilliant.
Že já chci popřát Venomu na závěr všechno nejlepší a aby kapela šlapala, vydržela sestava, deska se prodávala, protože Venom je kapela, která se to určitě zaslouží.